Sanibonani. Ninjani. So a long time ago, there was a man named Moses. So the Lord sent Moses to the king of Egypt, King Pharaoh. And you know what Moses said to God? He said, "Oh Lord, you know me, I'm not eloquent. I'm slow in speech and tongue." So the Lord says, "Moses, do you know who gave man his mouth? Do you know who makes a man to be mute or deaf?" But Moses said, "Oh Lord, I can't. Please send someone else." And the Lord continued, "I'm going to help you speak. I'm going to give you words to say." But Moses said, "Please, Lord, send someone else, not me." And God says, "I will give you Aaron." So just like Moses, I'm not eloquent in speech. So I think I need my Aaron. I don't know if I have my Aaron in the house. So I remember very well, last year I was there, right there. I was with my two friends from the university in last year Success Summit. I never thought that one day I will come before you. I just never thought. I thought that 2013 I'm going to attend the summit and I'm going to sit somewhere. But unfortunately, here am I standing before you. So if you are sitting down there, know that one day it is going to be you who will be standing here in front of us. It might be next year. So listen carefully. So I would also like to pass my sincere appreciation to Young Climber. I can't point Young Climber, but I'm passing my appreciation to Young Climber. I don't know where he is or where she is, for giving me this opportunity to stand in front of you, for having the faith in me that I might share my past experiences with you. So I'm very much humbled. So I'll be talking about that topic that you see, which says responding to life circumstances to produce desired outcomes. And I'm interested in 3 words in that topic. The first one is circumstances, the second one is responding, and the third one is outcome, or you may say desired outcomes. I'm Nonduduzo Ndlovu. I've completed in the university. I completed in May, and I passed very well. And at the moment, I'm currently at the Central Bank of Swaziland, where I'm doing my internship. I'm not yet employed, but it's close. I can feel that it's close. So maybe you are wondering or interested to know, who is this Nonduduzo Ndlovu? Who is this beautiful flower standing in front of you? Yeah. I was born in Kapunga, in the countryside of Swaziland, a village. It's just a village, really. I'm from a family of, I have 4 brothers, and I don't have a sister. I am my own sister. Yeah, that means we are 5 at home. So I attended Pumagutse Primary School. I passed in standard 5 with a second class. I was just a student, an average student. And I went to attend my high school at Galamdata High School. If there are experiences that I don't want to remember or I don't want to recall, it's the high school. Because the high school was more than 20 kilometers away from my homestead. And at that time, there was only one bus. called Mdumseni. I guess some of you know Mdumseni. So the bus used to pass in the morning, go to town. So we'll board the bus and it will drop us somewhere, still a long way from the school, and we're expected to walk from that point to school. And in the afternoons, there was no bus. That means we had to walk from school to home, more than 20 kilometers. That is the distance I used to walk. And it was very hard for me because you'll arrive at home very tired and you just feel like sleeping, not even doing your homework. I'm not talking about studying, just a homework. So it was very hard, it wasn't easy. And my mom was the only parent who was working, and she is a primary teacher, and my father wasn't working. So sometimes they would send us from school back to home because she couldn't afford to pay for all of us school fees. Then she will try to borrow it somewhere so that we can go back to school. And even the money for transport, I remember she used to tell us on a Sunday that tomorrow I'm going to wake you up at 4 so that you can prepare and walk to school because there is no money for transport. Maybe some of you, they don't understand if you can say that there was no money for transport. And at that time, we're paying only 1 rand. 1 rand. So I would just think that my mom, she's just joking. But you will wake up at 4 the next morning, prepare for school, then went to her room and said, Mom, I'm going now. And she says, and you know what that means, there is really no money for transport. So I didn't have a problem with walking because I grew up in the countryside where you just walk long distances without any transport. But my problem was, when I was walking along the way, I would find some students waiting for the bus, and they will ask you, no, Duduzo, why are you walking? Because the bus is coming. And you know, you can't tell them that I don't have money because you will feel embarrassed. You will just say, I need to get to school early, I want to do something, and then move on. So life was not easy, but that doesn't mean we had to quit school and stay at home. We had to persevere, go to school. The one thing that kept me going was that I don't want my kids to walk a long distance to school. I want to drop my kids at school and take them in the afternoon. I don't want them to live the kind of life I had lived. So I tried, I worked hard at school. As for me, I'm because I didn't have time for, not that I didn't want to, I wanted, my friends were doing it, but I didn't have the time to do that, because for me, the only free time I will get at school, that would mean I have to write my homework before, because I know very well that when I arrive at home, I'll be very tired. Break, lunch, I had to study. And if there is no teacher, when people are making a lot of noise, I used to open up my books and study because I needed that time to prepare. So it wasn't easy, and people never understood me. Ngaba matured early. I was the youngest in my class. So the youngest student in the class wasn't making noise when there was no teacher. And all the others were making noise. So that's why I said I matured early. So from 3, I got a first class. Hey, for me that was a huge achievement because I never thought I can get a first class. My other brother, he passed with the first class in standard 5, merit from 5. So I thought my brothers were very brilliant and I wasn't like them. But I really had to work hard because at the end of the year at home, our father will ask for our report, we'll come to present our report. And my elder brother used to got position 1, and I will come with my report, maybe position 12, and that was embarrassing. So I really tried to work hard. So in Form 3, I got a first class, I felt encouraged. So I worked very hard in Form 4, such that I passed with position 1. And I was like, wow. From 5, I put more effort. And because there are some situations that happen in life that you never apply them for, but they just happen. That's why my topic says responding to life circumstances to produce desired outcomes. A circumstance happened to me when I was in Form 5. I remember very well, it was a Friday, and the following Monday, we were going to write our external exams, final exams in Form 5. So Friday, they told me, come back home. So I went back home, and my father passed away that Friday. And I was expected to write an exam on Monday. So you can imagine what I was going through. But I didn't have a choice. I had to write that exam on Monday, no matter what. Because you can't write a paper and say, my father passed away, and send it to the examiners. No, you can't. You have to write. This is life. Many things happen in life. So I wrote that exam. If I can tell you the truth, I don't know what I was writing. I was really confused, and that pain of losing your parent, for me, it was the first time to lose someone so close to me. So it was really hard. And the following weekend, it was supposed to be buried. So I didn't even study even the following weekend, meaning that even the second week of the exams, I didn't study. I just went to the exam room, blank with that information I got, So I was actually angry at the world around me. I was angry at God. When you reach that situation, when you ask, I don't know if you ask yourself or ask God, why me, Lord? Why now, Lord? Because I thought, if he wanted to take my father, why did he took him at that time? Because that time was critical to me. So I was really angry at God, but you can't stay angry at God forever because you need him. So results came back. Was it January or February from 5 results? So I went to school. I knew that I didn't do well, but I was expecting to get good results, I was having faith, maybe I will get good results. So when they gave me the results, okay, to me, I think they were good because those subjects that I credited, I did O-level, not X. those subjects that I credited, I got A, B, C, all of them, those that I credited, not D, no E, and come English, Maths, E. And you know what does that mean? We are not going to the university. I wanted to go to the university, though I didn't know what I wanted from the university, but I just wanted to complete school and go to the university. So I had to go back and upgrade Maths and English at Bosco Study Center. I completed school in 2006. So in 2007, I was upgrading Maths and English. I credited both of them with good grades, A's. Then in 2008, I applied University of Swaziland. Because they say, put your application everywhere, even the colleges. So for me, I don't know. I qualified to the University of Swaziland. So I applied to the University of Swaziland. As a backup plan, Nazarene, where we are right now. So then they didn't call me for the interview, Nazarene. But my results were good. So after the interviews, I went to them and asked, why? What happened? They told me, you didn't credit Maths and English. Then I told them, but I upgraded and I credited both of the subjects. So they checked, and my application form was attached to the results, both of them, the one for 2006 and the other for upgrading. But when they were checking, I discovered that the other results that I upgraded with, they were not there. I don't know what happened. So they couldn't help me. It was their mistake, but they couldn't help me. So I went at home very sad. Then I waited for a reply from the University of Swaziland. So I got it in July, and those words, we regret to inform you that blah blah blah, you do qualify, but. And it was sad. I felt as if my dreams were being shattered, because if they didn't take me this year, it means that next year the competition will be up. So I won't even survive next year's competition. I don't mean it's like that. That's what I was thinking. So I stayed the whole year, 2008, at home, doing nothing. Even the people start asking, what happened? What happened? And for me, they used to say, she's staying at home, she doesn't want to go back to school because she's lazy, she doesn't want to do anything. They didn't know what was happening, but people do talk, them, they talk. So 2009, I just kept my faith in God. 2009, I was accepted in the University of Swaziland. So I was happy. That year I was staying at home doing nothing. I used to pray, please God, give me the opportunity, give me the chance to go to the university. I will work hard. I won't disappoint you. And then come 2009, wow, university, August, first year. It was just as if, wow, I'm in the university, wow, I made it. You no longer care about that dish, about anything else, but we are in the university. That's all that matters. So I didn't do well in first year, but I got B. That's not that bad. So I remember when I was at home, I think it was early 2009, I was listening to VOC, And there was this program called Young Climber. You know, the guys, they motivated me. And I said, if I can get the chance, I will do what they were saying at the university. But first year, I didn't do it. Second year, I kept listening to that Young Climber program. Second year, I said, maybe I could try what they are saying. Let me try and see it, if it's working. And I really tried. I applied those principles they were talking about, manage my time, work hard, and second year, I got an A. An A. I never got an A in my life. So I was very excited. That kept me going. That year, I put more effort, continuing listening at Young Climber, applying what they were saying. That's why they say you are the product. I am the product. If I didn't tell you that I am the product of Young Climber. So I kept on working hard. For me, okay, in the university, the best results is the first class. The second one, or the first class is called 1-1. Second one, I think is 2-1, then 2-2, then a pass. So, you know, I just thought I have to work hard. If I can keep on getting A's, that was okay for me. So I worked hard. And finally, I hope he's not here, the person I'm about to talk about. So finally, there is this research project that we do in the University of Swaziland. Oh, at Luyengo campus. I don't know about the other campuses. So I got a supervisor. He's known that he never gives A to students. So I was like, what? So I want to get an A in project, no matter how hard I can work. But then I told myself, I have to put my best. I have to do my best, even if he doesn't give me the A, but I will know that I did my best. So I worked very hard. I remember when I was collecting data. I was collecting data at Malinza. And that place is very hot. And I was supposed to walk in the hot sun from homestead to homestead collecting data. But I just told myself that I'm doing my best. Even if I get a B, a C, or D, I will know that I did my best. So then we went for results. I think it was early June. When they gave me my results, my eyes went straight to the project. And guess what? There was an A. I was like, what? A! A! You know, I was really shocked because I don't remember celebrating on that day that I got an A. I was really shocked. And the overall mark was A. That is the first class, a 1-1. The best mark that you can get in the university. So, my story ends there. Now I'm going to come up to the topic. So some things will just come out. I will keep referring back to what I've just told you. So I've told you where I am from. Really, my plan is to go forward. Even if I can get that work at Central Bank, that doesn't mean I achieved the best. I'm still looking forward to going to grad school and do masters, probably PhD. So, and I'm kind of business-minded, so don't worry when one day when you come to me and look for employment, because there is this thing, who knows the unemployment rate in Swaziland? No one knows it. I'm not sure, but I think it's about 6. I don't know if it's 69, but it's around 60. That is the unemployment rate in Swaziland. So even if you can go to the university, there is no employment outside. So I would like to encourage you, I know this is not my part, I would like to encourage you that whatever you are doing, think about business, think about starting your own business. Even if you are still in the university, think about starting your own business. Even if you are in primary or high school, start thinking about business, because there is no employment outside. I'm really telling you. So really, yeah. And even if you never got the chance to go to school, some of you maybe are here saying that I keep on applying and they reject me. You know, maybe that is a sign that you must do something about life. Maybe that is a sign that you have to start your own business. Maybe some of you keep on applying for jobs, but they're not getting any. You heard Sakile say he applied over 300 jobs. Over 300 jobs. So maybe it's a sign that you must do something. Think about business. Yeah, okay. I talk too much now. Okay, as I've told you that I'm interested in those three words: circumstances, our response, outcomes. So in life, there are many situations or circumstances that happen to us. As I've told you, there are many things that happen to me. Walking long distance to school, losing my father. Those are situations presented to me by life. In everyone's life, there will be situations that happen. Even right now, as we are here, some of you are having some situations in their lives. So, okay, I forgot to tell you that the one thing that Young Climber did for me, they transformed my mind. The way I used to think before I met them, I no longer think that way, because the mind is powerful. So, this topic, I hope your thinking will be transformed too. You know, the Bible in Romans 12:2, it says, "Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." So, if your mind can think the right way, if your thoughts can be the right thoughts, life will be easy. Though there will be situations presented to you, but you'll be amazed how easy is life. So, as you can see, there is that arrow from circumstances to outcomes. And circumstances, our response and outcomes, and another one goes that way. So in life, what is supposed to happen? Supposed to be circumstances. You have to respond to circumstances, and the outcomes that will be produced will be a result of the circumstances and the result of your response. So, and if you don't respond, outcomes, circumstances will produce their outcomes with no response. If you don't give response, there will be outcomes. In the end, there will be outcomes, no matter what. If you don't respond, there will be outcomes. If you respond, there will be outcomes. And the best thing about responding is that you influence the outcomes. But if you don't respond, the circumstances will produce their outcomes. So please keep that diagram in mind, because I will keep referring to it. So I said situations present themselves not the way we wish. I never wished to lose my father, but rather according to their own essence. So it's like losing a loved one. Okay, when you lose someone that you love, you can choose to respond. I can commit suicide, it's up to me, or I can choose to live and say life goes on. It's up to me. Because life will always present you with circumstances. So, Nansatala, I said, have you ever wondered or asked yourself, oh God, why me Lord, why me Lord, why me Lord? And the answer is, God gave you the power to respond to circumstances. He knows that you can respond to circumstances to produce desired outcomes. So whatever happens, know that you have the power to respond so that you can influence the outcomes. So, and as circumstances happen to you, the Bible says in Romans 8:37, now in all these things, in all the situations, in all the circumstances presented to you, we are more than conquerors through Christ who loved us. We are not just a conqueror. You know, when you are a conqueror, it means you conquered. But when they say that you are more than a conqueror, it means something else. You conquered. It means, I don't know how I can explain it. But, okay, ngeSiswati, unqobe kwendlula abanqobi, you know. So in all the situations that you go through in life, know that you are more than a conqueror. You are given the power to respond to those circumstances. I told you that I didn't credit math and English. That was a situation presented to me by life. It was up to me to choose to go and stay home and say, or it was up to me to commit suicide because I failed. And it was up to me to go back to school and say, I can do this. And I chose to go back to school, and I did it. And now, I passed at the university with the first class. Me, who failed from 5. I responded to that situation, and the outcomes are desired to me because I responded. So, okay, I don't know if the pictures are clear. So, a dog